It's tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Morning.
Morning.
It's Thursday. It's December 6th, and it's a bit of a wet one this morning. It's not pissing rain by any means, but we're going to see heavy showers in places around the county this morning. And after that, it will clear up, and we'll actually see some sunshine in places today. Temperatures of about 10 to 13 degrees.
That's kind of hard to believe if you're looking out there right now, isn't it?
I know.
It's fairly miserable, yeah.
And I tell you what, there's no cold there. I was coming back from training last night, and it said 15 degrees in the car.
Wow.
It's mad, the kind of weather. And last week then, what was it, Monday morning? We both found about defrosting our windscreen in the morning.
Yeah.
That's
true.
week.
I hadn't thought about that. I went out yesterday evening and I brought no jacket. Yeah, I was going to open the car and I was getting in and out of the car. But yeah, it didn't even cross my mind to bring. I wasn't cold at all. God, 15 degrees. It's very strange. We're going to check out today's papers in full on the show. We always do it around 7:10. We do it in the next hour of the show as well. So a story that will be of interest to a lot of Kerry people on the front page of the Irish Daily Mail today. And this is yesterday's news about that scan, a review of scans of 26,000 patients earlier this year at University Hospital Kerry. So could the misdiagnosed patients have been saved, asks the Irish Daily Mail today. Questions raised last night about whether 4 people who died after delayed cancer diagnosis could have been saved. Also on the front page of the Irish Daily Mail, they're remembering George Best 13 years after he died. 13 years on, nobody can compare with the best, says the Irish Daily Mail. And this is his ex-wife Alex talking about him. Ex-wife or former wife? I should know. Were they married when he died? I could be wronging somebody there now.
I don't know.
Not sure. Anyway,
well, they're not
you know
married
what I'm
anymore
talking
anyway.
about. Wasn't she in one of the very early I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Oh, was she?
Yeah, I think so. She was in one of those reality shows. That's how I know who she is anyway.
Right. Okay.
Gwyneth Paltrow in the front page of the Irish Daily Mail and why she doesn't live with her new husband. They look very loved up. And their wedding was, you know, they're all over the magazines.
When did they get married? Last month, was it?
They're shifting the faces off each other and stuff.
It was recent enough, anyway.
Definitely in the last couple of months, or during the summer or something, yeah. But they don't live together. Interesting one. We'll look more into that maybe on the show later on this morning. Irish Examiner front page, patients launch cases on missed cancers. More on that story from UHK this morning. State prioritising liability over adoption rights is another big story in today's Examiner, with the state being accused of being more concerned with managing the potential scandal and legal liability of illegal adoptions and birth registrations rather than helping victims, says the Irish Examiner today. And finally from me, hacked to death on way to lunch. Awful story.
Yeah,
and this is about an Irish lecturer who was brutally attacked. It's dreadful. The details of that story are really awful, actually.
Yeah.
And that's on the front page of the Irish Sun this morning. And they've got also a coverage of what went on in the Premier League last night. With, let me see, Wolves beat Chelsea.
They did, yeah. Good result for them. Great result for them, yeah.
And then Man United and Arsenal finished as a draw. 2-2 draw there. That's in the Sun today.
Yeah, that is one of the top trends this morning after that 2-2 draw last night. David De Gea again doing his best to keep United in the game, although he did nearly do a Jordan Pickford on it.
No.
There was a header. I suppose it wasn't really his fault, but there was a header hit at him, but your man hit it straight into the ground. So De Gea had to kind of readjust himself, and he only got his hands to it, and only for Ander Herrera clearing it off the line, it would have gone straight into the net.
Okay.
But anyway, he didn't make the mistake. Repeal the 8th is trending again this morning. So yesterday there was a vote of 90 to 15 in favour for the final stages in Dáil Éireann yesterday, for the final stages of it passing to be completely made legal now. There was a lot of debate on that for the last few weeks, but Repeal the 8th is trending this morning. And actually, I must check this out. I think the Examiner have it today. Repeal the 8th is one of the top trends in Ireland for the entire year of 2018, which isn't surprising. But there is an article in the Examiner today of the top trends that were trending on Twitter over the course of the last 12 months. But that is trending this morning. And Spons Awards, never heard of these. They're the Irish Sponsorship Awards last night. So my understanding is that, you know, Elaine Kinsella's bakery sponsored whatever, you were up for an award.
Oh God!
Anyway,
we sponsored them the best.
Yeah, exactly. So that's also trending this morning. U2 are in the paper this morning because in the last 12 months they've made 92 million quid, making them the highest earning band in the world.
How are you? Nothing against U2, because I know every time someone bashes U2, everyone goes, "Oh, Irish people are begrudgers of their own." But how are U2 the biggest band in the world still?
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's the tour. And I'll give you another amazing stat.
2
I think
million.
fourth on the list was Bruno Mars. He made 78 million over the past 12 months, again because of a tour and an album.
Wow.
Ed Sheeran's only third on the list as well. I go through the full rake of that there on the show this morning, but U2 there, yeah. And today is St. Nicholas Day. So traditionally in countries such as Poland, the Netherlands and Belgium, that's when they'll get a very brief visit from St. Nick and Santa.
And he leaves toys in their shoes.
He does, yeah. In some countries he does. That's the tradition, yeah.
I don't have very big feet. I would have been missing out big time.
Speaking of toys and shoes, you've a little girl at home. Does she have Lego? And
She loves Lego. Just as I was leaving the house there a little while ago, she was opening her Lego Advent calendar.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, have you seen them?
No.
So I got her Lego Advent calendar. I thought it was going to be a little piece behind each window, and at the end you build something. But it's not. It's like something different every day. So this morning now, she just opened it before I left, and she got a snowman. So it was like a little white Lego man with a little black hat and a red scarf.
I'd be kind of disappointed.
It's very
cool.
Chocolate. It's there's no chocolate. She's not big into chocolate, so we're kind of okay with that.
Well, have you, as a parent, ever done the whole standing on Lego thing and gone off?
Oh yes, and I did it as a child a lot. Like I do remember screaming a lot about that.
Well, I watched a video on Facebook. Was it last night? No, it was 2 nights ago, Tuesday night. And they got one of those industrial size compressors, and they stuck a Lego block into it.
Right.
And you would be shocked at the amount of pressure was needed to actually squish it into a small little flat thing. It took for something that's just a plastic block.
Yeah.
They said it took far more PSI than it should have for something that small.
Do you know?
So if you stand on it, that's why it hurts, because it won't break.
Yeah, I believe it. And you know, even the long pieces. You know, like say, like 4 dots, 2 dots. You know, a flat plank.
Nice description, by the way.
4 dots, 2 dots. Did you ever try to break one of them? Like,
oh, Jesus, no.
I have.
I'm pretty sure as a child I probably tried to eat
They're very, very hard to do. We saw that story in the news last week about some experiments were done with eating. Scientists actually ate the Lego.
Oh, this is true,
to see how long it took to get through them and stuff. You'd easily do that with sweet corn if you want. Don't use Lego. You can see how long your sweet corn gets through you.
Didn't they?
Gross.
Didn't they have weird acronyms for them as well?
Yeah.
Shat and fart.
I was going to say shart. Shat.
There was shat and fart, and the letters actually stood for something, and it made it look really scientific. But we were thinking, is this a piss take?
We'll
Shat
find that
and
story
fart.
for you, because we're probably, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's completely mad. But it's an experiment done anyway with Lego. Transit times.
It just goes to show that if you're a parent who's ever stood on Lego like that, and you've kind of wondered to yourself, how could something so small cause so much pain? That's why, because they're technically indestructible. Also on the show this morning, I have a question.
Go on.
I'll throw it out there, right?
Yeah.
30% of men do not know this about their partner. 30% of men do not know this about their partner.
When they've had their hair done?
No. I'd say it's far more than 30%. Anyone want to guess? If you get the answer correct here, we might have a prize for you, but we'll definitely throw this out on the radio this morning. And if you want to hear the answer, we'll have it on the radio show between now and 9 o'clock. But 30% of men do not know this about their partner. And I leave it there.
God, I haven't a clue. Okay, I won't start guessing now in case I get the right answer. Listen, there's a beautiful Irish short film on Netflix at the moment. Have you heard about this? So, following on from Angela's Ashes, this is a short film, an beautifully animated film called Angela's Christmas. Irish-made film on Netflix. Check it out. The children will love it. You will love it.
I saw it. It's brilliant.
Beautiful, right?
I watched it on
beautiful.
RT last
I think it was
Christmas.
I think it's 2017. It was made last year.
It was on RT last year. Yeah, it's brilliant.
So people might probably saw it last year, but it's on Netflix now. I put it on last night. My little lady was watching it, and I was kind of pottering around doing jobs, so I was in and out. And she was laughing her head off. She thought, because when it started, she was kind of like, "Oh God, what's this?" You know, it's kind of like, oh, a bit depressing. It's set in 1914. And she was like, well, I like this. And I was like, yeah, you love it. Go on, yeah. And then she was laughing so much. So if you don't know what it's about Angela. And it's called Angela's Christmas. And Angela wants to keep baby Jesus from the crib warm. So she takes him out of the church. It's just so
it's
cute.
Lovely, actually. It's very, very good.
So yeah, it's really beautiful. It's on Netflix if you want to check that out.
That's the job.
Yeah.
Right, busy one this morning. We have more vouchers for Simply Suits and your chance to win an extra big voucher on the show tomorrow morning. There's also the Tom Burke Electrical Hoover Fridge Freezer, which we're going to give away tomorrow as well. And there's the chance of us filling it up for you with a €200 voucher from Kelly's Landis in Milltown. So there's lots to be won on the show this morning, and I will give away a prize for that question I asked as well. So there's loads going on.
So we're going to be live on Radio Kerry here in a couple of minutes. Hope you can join us for that. You can leave a comment here or text or WhatsApp us today on 083 300 3300. And we're all gearing up now for Christmas Jumper Day tomorrow.
Enjoy. Have a good day.
What did we rent? Oh, class.
Today is Santa on the Jacks.
Oh, I just couldn't handle
reading the naughty list.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it today, so I just wore a Christmas cactus.
You made an effort.
I got dressed.
You got dressed in the dark.